Dodging bullets and fearing for their lives, many New Yorkers are concerned tonight after 8 shooting incidents this month that left at least 10 innocent victims shot by stray bullets. On June 4th, a 15-year-old girl was shot in the thigh while sitting on a bench in Brooklyn. There were 2 incidents on June 5th. A 7-year-old boy in the Bronx was shot in the leg, and 2 elderly women were hit sitting in their home in Queens. On the 7th, a woman was shot in the arm in East Harlem. On the 10th, a man was shot to death while out walking his dog in Hamilton Heights. On the 12th, a woman was shot in the arm in the Bronx. June 20th, an 11-year-old boy and a 31-year-old man were shot in Crown Heights. The boy might be paralyzed. And this past Sunday, a triple shooting in the Bronx. At least one of those victims was an innocent bystander. So what is Police Commissioner James O'Neill doing about this? And what does he say to the victims and their families? Today, CBS 2's Hazel Sanchez asked the commissioner those questions.
It's a tragedy when anybody gets shot, but it's particularly tragic when it's an innocent bystander.
NYPD Commissioner James O'Neill says he and the department are not taking the rash of stray bullet shootings lightly.
Over the years, the crime, violence specifically, has gone down tremendously, but that doesn't matter to a family that's affected by our shooting.
Particularly the family of 11-year-old Jaden Grant. His grandparents, Leon and Bessie Grant, say he may never walk again after being hit in the chest by a stray bullet in Crown Heights last Thursday.
Nobody should get shot. But when it happens to a child, an innocent child that's just waiting for his father, it just makes you so angry.
This gun violence is out of hand now.
The NYPD says shootings are down 31% over the last few years. But O'Neill says he realizes that's little consolation.
Whether it's 50 shootings or 5,000 shootings, if you're personally affected, if you hear about that, if that's in your neighborhood, that's not going to make you feel safe. And that's why we've completely pivoted from the way we used to do business at the precinct level. That's why we have the same cops every day in the same sectors. We have the NCOs to make sure that we can do our best to identify the people in this city that are involved in violence and crime.
While police say gangs and drugs are to blame for many of the shootings, Police Commissioner O'Neill says curbing gun violence is something the department cannot do alone.
We have to work with everybody in New York City to make sure that if they have information about who has a gun or who's involved in violence and crime or who's involved in a gang or crew, I think there's a responsibility for everybody in this city to help us reduce these incidents.
The Grants say police need to step up their effort because the victims and their families are not the only ones affected.
It changes not only Jaden's life, his whole family's life, and even the community, too.
Police say they've already solved 4 of the 8 shootings involving an innocent person this month. At One Police Plaza, Hazel Sanchez, CBS 2 News.
27-year-old known Bloods gang member Angel Eady is charged with shooting 11-year-old Jaden Grant, and Eady is being held on a $500,000 bail.